Right now, we're learning more about tax changes that were signed into law by President Trump earlier this month. These affect how overtime and tips are taxed. 12 News reporter Daniela Tabuada Palau spoke to the Texas Restaurant Association to learn what this really means for workers and also business owners. Daniela?
Jordan, the law eliminates taxes on overtime and tips to a certain extent. And one server I spoke with is excited to take home more money.
I hope that just improves morale across the board for all folks in the restaurant industry.
Inside the so-called One Big Beautiful Bill was a change to how overtime and tips are taxed.
And wins for the actual business operator and wins for the employees.
Tips $25,000 or less a year won't be taxed, and overtime won't be taxed until it exceeds $12,500 a year.
So every tip you make up to that threshold is like it never existed when you're paying your federal income taxes.
Madison's business owner, Frankie Rendazzo, was worried about how this could affect him, but Kelsey Erickson Stroyford with the Texas Restaurant Association says it won't.
Right. Yeah. No changes for the operator in terms of how they do payroll.
A server we spoke to at Madison's says she's excited.
Anyone in the restaurant industry, we're heavily reliant on our tips. Having a little more money in our pockets, especially in this economy, is super duper helpful.
But she hopes it won't change how much customers leave on the check.
I just hope that the customers aren't misled by the no tax on tips in the sense of, oh, so I don't have to tip as much. Because that's not the case. We're still going home with about the same amount of money, except minus maybe a little 7%, 8%.